In room 247, tick-tock, tick-tock, the relentless rhythm echoes through the sterile confines of room 247 at Bright Path Psychiatric Facility. Ryan Fisher, once a successful software engineer, now sits hunched on his institutional bed, his hospital bracelet marking him as patient number 2474. He's been here for 72 hours, though time has become a fluid concept in this white-walled prison. The security camera in the corner blinks its red eye every 30 seconds. Ryan's counted 8,640 blinks since they brought him here, each one a reminder that he's being watched, studied, analyzed. Dr. Klein enters the room, her heels clicking against the polished floor. She's different from the other doctors, sharper, colder, more precise. Her silver-rimmed glasses catch the fluorescent light as she settles into the chair across from him. "Your vital signs were erratic last night, Mr. Fisher," she begins, opening her leather-bound notebook. "The nurses reported you were talking in your sleep, different voices, different languages. Would you like to tell me about that?" Ryan's fingers dig into his thighs. I don't remember." "Of course you don't." She produces a small recorder. "Let me refresh your memory." A voice fills the room, his voice, but not quite. It's deeper, angrier, speaking fluent German, despite Ryan never having learned the language. Then it switches to French, then Russian, each with different inflections, different personalities. "That's not possible," Ryan whispers, but doubt creeps in like a cold draft. "Tell me about the night Sarah died," Dr. Klein says, her pen poised above her notepad. "Start with the basement laboratory." Ryan's head snaps up. "What laboratory?" Dr. Klein opens a thick file folder, spreading photographs across the small table between them. Clinical images of a sophisticated lab setup, chemical storage units, computer banks, medical equipment, all in the basement of his home. All unfamiliar, yet somehow not. "Your wife's research was groundbreaking," Dr. Klein continues. "Selective memory manipulation through targeted neurochemical intervention, the ability to isolate and remove specific personality traits, to reshape the human psyche like clay." She places another photo on the table. Sarah in a lab coat, making notes as she stands over a sleeping figure strapped to a medical chair. The figure is Ryan. "No, that's not. We had a normal basement. Storage boxes, holiday decorations, a wine rack. A clever facade. Sarah's company provided everything she needed for her home laboratory, the perfect setup for unauthorized human trials. And you, her devoted husband, were the perfect test subject." Ryan's vision blurs. Memories start bleeding through. The taste of wine laced with sedatives, waking up with unexplained needle marks, Sarah's increasingly late nights at the office. "The drug was revolutionary," Dr. Klein explains, her voice taking on an almost admiring tone. "It could target and erase specific memories, personality traits, even learned behaviors. Sarah believed she could eliminate what she saw as your flaws, your occasional temper, your workaholic tendencies, your stubborn streak." She produces a leather-bound journal. "This is Sarah's research diary. Would you like to hear some entries?" Ryan wants to say no, but one of his other voices says yes before he can stop it. "Day 145, Dr. Klein reads. Subject shows remarkable adaptability to the compound. Undesirable personality aspects are being successfully suppressed. However, unexpected side effects have emerged. New personalities are forming in the vacant neural pathways. They're becoming stronger, more distinct, more aware." Ryan's hands begin to shake. Another voice in his head, the German one, starts laughing. Day 189. The secondary personalities are exhibiting knowledge and skills the subject never possessed. Languages, technical expertise, combat training. The implications are staggering, but controlling them is becoming increasingly difficult. "Stop," Ryan whispers, but Dr. Klein continues. "Day 201. I've made a terrible mistake. The personalities are working together now. They know about the experiments. They're planning something. I have to terminate the project before—" The entry ends abruptly. The next page is stained with rusty brown spots that Ryan refuses to identify as blood. "Here's what we know, Mr. Fisher." Dr. Klein sets down the journal. On the night of March 15th, Sarah Fisher was found dead in her home laboratory. The murder weapon carried your fingerprints. Security footage shows you entering the basement at 11:42 p.m. But the man who walked out at 2:17 a.m. moved differently, spoke differently, was different. Ryan feels his control slipping. The other voices are getting louder, fighting for dominance. The fascinating part, Dr. Klein leans forward, is that the drug didn't just erase parts of you. It created spaces for something else to grow, something that already existed in the collective unconscious. The personalities it unleashed, they're not random. They're archetypes, ancient patterns of behavior and knowledge passed down through human DNA. The German voice grows stronger. "Sie verstehen nichts," it says, using Ryan's mouth. The Russian voice joins in, then the French one, a cacophony of languages and personalities battling for control. Dr. Klein smiles, and for the first time, Ryan sees something dangerous in her expression. She reaches into her bag and removes a syringe filled with electric blue liquid. "That's why you're really here, Mr. Fisher. You're not a patient. You're proof of concept. Sarah's experiment worked better than she ever imagined. And now—" She glances at the security camera. The red light stops blinking. Now, it's time for Phase 2. On the monitor in the clinic director's office, a new message appears. Experiment 247, Personality Integration Protocol initiated. Multiple subject trial commencing. In room 247, Ryan Fisher's various personalities fall silent as they realize the truth. They weren't the experiment. They were the prototype. Behind the two-way mirror, dozens of other patients in other rooms reach for their own throats as the automated medication system hums to life, delivering carefully measured doses of electric blue liquid into their veins. The real experiment is just beginning.